Yo, what's up guys, Felix from Giant Lifestyle. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about payment processors, which are the best, which should you use for your business so that you can scale and take your business to the next level. I have a list of 8 on paper right here, and we're gonna be talking about which ones are the best, the pros and the cons, and which one do I recommend that you use for your business. So I'm still in Mexico. I'm gonna show you guys the view one more time. I'm at a beautiful apartment style suite slash hotel in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and it's an absolute vibe. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's talk about the best payment processors that you can use inside of your business. Now, before we get into the video, be sure to check my contact information down in the description below. If you want access to my courses and programs, whether it's to buy and resell medical commodities, flip pallets, flip phones, learn how to do the surplus recovery funds business, or learn how to be an independent courier, all that information as well as my contact information is down in the description below. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So number one is PayPal. Everybody knows PayPal. It's basically known globally, but at the same time, it's not really the best. PayPal is not good for scaling. They're known for shutting you down, holding your funds, and really just being a huge headache. Even though they do have a customer support number, where one of them on the list, which is the next one, is Stripe, does not. PayPal isn't really good. And I'll tell you the reason they shut people down as well as these other processors is because, they're easy to get. I've noticed with these payment processors, if they're easy to get, they're hard to hold on to. So PayPal, Stripe, Square, all these payment processors, if they're easy to sign up for and become a processor with them or a partner with them or someone running transactions with their company, they are, quick to shut you down. So just hold that in the back of your mind whenever you're looking for a processor, whether you're going to use PayPal or a list of the other ones that I give you on this list. If they're quick to let you sign up and work with them, they're also quick to shut you down. So PayPal's good. The thing about PayPal, as you start to grow your business and take your business to the next level, they're going to give you problems. They're going to hold your money. Especially if you're doing things like drop shipping or if you're selling digital products, they are quick to shut you down. Now, if you are selling digital products, consulting services, things like that, and you actually want to be able to work with them and not get money put on hold, what I've done before is I will actually sell my service, which doesn't have a tracking number, and then ship a book and attach a tracking number and basically, make it look like I'm selling a PDF in book version. As long as they have a tracking number, PayPal will work with you. And you can make multiple PayPal accounts if you use different forms of your name. If you have a first name and a middle name, and on one account you can use your first name, on the second account you can use your first and your middle name, on your third account you can use just your first name, stuff like that. So you can continuously make new PayPal accounts, but PayPal's a headache. Yes, they have customer service, but they're known to hold your funds for up to 180 days. I myself have had funds held. I know people who have had up to, a $250,000 in funds held for, 180 days, aka 6 months. So that can be a real headache. Like I said, the easier it is to get signed up with them, the easier it is to get shut down by them. So yes, you can do business with them, but like I said, they really like payments or businesses that have tracking numbers. They don't like services. They don't like drop shipping. They don't like services, drop shipping, digital products. They don't like things like that. That's the next thing with Stripe. So a lot of digital course creators actually use Stripe. Stripe is good in the beginning, but Stripe will shut you down if you get more than, 0.5% of disputes, where other companies that I talk about on this list won't. On other companies where you can process payments with them, if you get, 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll really have to get close to like 10% chargebacks, which is actually, way higher than industry standard. Industry standard for safe and, standard doing business is like maybe 3 to 4% chargeback. If you get literally less than 1% chargeback on Stripe, you can pretty much be guaranteed to be shut down. And then if you go to make a new account, they'll let you process payments for a few days and then they'll shut you down. Another thing about Stripe is it's almost hit or miss. I've had a few accounts with them that I've noticed, but I feel like it's hit or miss that, sometimes they'll let funds clear in a day or two. Sometimes they will hold funds. So, that's after you're processing payments. Now I have a Stripe account with them where, somebody pays me today, the money will be in my account. Well, it's Friday. I'm shooting this video, so Monday. But if someone makes a payment on Monday, by Wednesday, the money will be in the account. So Stripe's good. It'll show you things like your monthly recurring revenue. They'll do subscriptions. They'll do a lot of things. But they don't have a phone number. And I really don't like doing business with companies that don't have a phone number. So PayPal and Stripe, like I said, easy to sign up with, easy to get banned off of. Stripe really won't hold your money. If they do get banned with you, they will release your money. Maybe now, I think they might have implemented something like a 90-day hold just to eliminate a bunch of chargebacks. But I just don't like the fact that they don't really have a phone number. And then if you get banned with them, you can't even call them to ask. Well, they do have a phone number, but their customer support isn't that great. I think they just actually implemented a phone number, but I know if you get banned and you want to call about your account, you're basically banned from talking to them, which is not really cool. The next thing is Clickbank. So the Clickbank is kind of different. Clickbank is actually really hard to get approved with. You need to have certain connections and you need to have certain wording on your site. But Clickbank has no limits. I know people making $1 million a month online with digital products and they use Clickbank. So Clickbank will not give you any issues as far as processing and scaling. That's the problem with these things like Stripe and PayPal. I apologize, I'm sweating because it's really hot out here in Mexico. So PayPal and Stripe, bad for scaling, bad for taking your business to the next level, because you can't have in the back of your mind that you might get shut down or you might have some sort of problems knowing that if your business goes to $80, $90, $100,000 a month, that it could be abruptly stopped by these companies, where Clickbank won't do that. So you have to apply to put your product or service on Clickbank, but once it's on there, you could basically scale to the moon. The next one is getting hooked up with NMI and Authorized.net. Now, if you go to Authorized.net and basically apply for a merchant account, you will basically get reached out by a bunch of different third-party e-commerce or merchant accounts, and they might process you through NMI. When I do my consulting services, I have my payments run through NMI to my back-end website builder, which is ClickFunnels. And it's through Authorized.net. Now they're good. Sometimes they're gonna ask for a reserve, which is basically to prevent chargebacks. I think that's kind of stupid. I think if you have over a certain amount in your bank account, they shouldn't be worrying about chargebacks, but I guess they do that. So if you get $1,000 payment, they'll hold 10% for that month. And at the end of the month, they'll give you your, whatever you built up in that 10% limit. So that's called a rolling reserve. Some might actually want to hold 10% of all transactions. And I actually did process payments like that at one point, but 10% of my transactions could be a significant amount, and I could be using that for advertising costs, taxes. So, it could be an issue. But if you're in desperate need of a merchant account, then definitely go through Authorized.net. A lot of them move pretty quickly to get you up and approved. Whew. The next one is Clover, right? So Clover is probably my favorite one. Clover is just like Clickbank. Clover is like Authorized.net. So like the first two, PayPal and Stripe, easy to set up, easy to shut down. Let me just throw the last one in there, which is easy to set up, easy to shut down. That's Square. Square is those little things that you plug into your phone. Square might be an app. Square's good, but Square will shut you down. You can't scale with Square. You can take little payments if you have a little, cookie store, or maybe a little side hustle that you're selling your little snacks or your little foodies or whatever you're selling, or maybe some shirts. But if you're looking to take a business to $20, $30, $40, $100,000 a month, it's not gonna be able to be done with Square. If you wanna take quick payments for something you're selling, then that could be done like at a garage sale or stuff like that. But Squares are no good. So like I said, PayPal, Stripe, and Square, easy to set up, easy to get shut down. Authorized.net is good, but they're probably gonna put a hold on your monthly payments. If you process good for 3 to 6 months, I know you probably could get that removed, but go through Authorized.net. They're good at hooking up to websites, and they're gonna hook you up with some sort of merchant account that can process via online or in person. The next one is Clover. So like I said, Clover, and the next one is probably my favorite. Clover is either a machine, or you can get it on your phone and get hooked up to an invoicing app. Clover has no limits. no real fees, no hold, good customer service, and like I said, no limits. The thing about processing and merchant processing when building a business is you want to make sure that you could scale. If one month you make 10,000 and the next month you break out to 50,000, you don't want these companies to be holding your funds, holding your money, and saying, "Hey, you're too much of a risk." So Clover can be done through most banks. I'm pretty sure you can even reach out to Clover directly and get hooked up with a Clover machine. But once you do your first month of decent transactions and good no chargebacks or anything like that, you can pretty much scale to the moon. And the next thing is having a merchant through your bank account. So you could just call up your bank and say, "Hey, I'm looking to start processing payments. What are the options?" And as long as you have decent credit and some money coming into your account every month, you should be able to get approved. The first thing I would say about getting hooked up with a merchant account is your first month, whatever it is, if it's going to be 50,000, make sure that you could show 50,000 in past months. Don't jump out the gate making $90,000, because they're going to be looking at you like, is everything legit? Is everything real? Is this some sort of shady business going on that we're going to expect 1,000 chargebacks in the next 90 days? So just to recap, PayPal, Stripe, and Square, good in the beginning. But don't trust them long term. They are easy to set up, but easy to get shut down. Clickbank is almost indestructible, but you have to get approved to be on the site. NMI and authorized.net is something that's good. They are also a bit difficult to get set up, but like I said, they have good customer support, and they're not going to shut you down if you try to scale your business to a bigger monthly numbers. Clover and having a bank account, a merchant bank account, is also your best bet. So like I said, PayPal is good if you're doing some sort of service. Make sure you attach a tracking number, send your clients a little gift or a book or something like that, so you could show them, hey, like, hey, this isn't a online service. This is a physical product, to prevent disputes, to prevent holds or shutdowns. And then just try to limit your chargebacks. If you start having chargebacks with these companies, or if you start scaling too fast, you will get shut down. So there you guys have it. Those are a list of different payment options and payment processors you can rock and use. If you guys have any questions, be sure to check the description for my contact information, courses, and all programs. Again, I'm about to head to the beach. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to just drop the book, just hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button if you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. Peace.